It's pretty easy, but first you got to put some in the aluminum. Hold on. Good morning, YouTube family. It's Bobby here with Mississippi Gulf Coast Gardener. Today is Saturday. I don't know the date, maybe November the 3rd or something like that. Just wanted to let you know what we do here on a day off in southern Mississippi. Morning, ladies. The first thing I like to do in the mornings is just come out here and look at the garden. I try to look past the weeds because I'll get bogged down with how much weeding I need to do. And that's not what I'm going to do today. Today's kind of a day off. Look at that kale. Looking good. Getting a few green beans, not a whole lot. I'm growing grass and cabbage in here. But what we're going to do is we're going to go get some breakfast. Not at a restaurant, but I'm going to go cook some breakfast. The in-laws are in town from Georgia, and I'm going to make some bacon and eggs and grits, biscuits. Come on, let's go do that. I kind of got to be quiet because everybody's asleep but me. But I got to have my coffee. Okay guys, so I'm going to give you a little advanced warning. I use real butter and bacon from the butcher shop. I'll open that up and show you, but they cut it themselves and it is delicious. And if you see these cupcakes over here, it's because we celebrated my son Ethan's 7th birthday. He had a good time too. And I'm going to show you how to use an air fryer to make biscuits. And I'm also going to show you how to use this pan to make bacon instead of that pan. But first, you have to put some aluminum foil in it. That was easy. Now this is bacon that we get from a local butcher. It's all local beef and pork and chicken that they get, grass fed, and they cut it pretty thick for you. So a lot of fat, but that's the good stuff. And what I do is I cook the bacon, and then when it's done cooking, I use that grease to cook the eggs in, and man is it good. So I'm gonna get this started. We're gonna cut it in half to begin with. Look at that pretty knife. You can tell my wife buys the cutlery, but she uses it more than I do, so she gets to choose. Okay, so while the bacon's cooking, let's talk about biscuits. Now, I got this air fryer here, and I do love this thing. It is a really cool piece of machinery. And I use frozen biscuits because I do not know how to make regular biscuits. But this is real simple. You get some frozen biscuits, and I like the southern style, which is typically buttermilk. And you just open your air fryer like that. We use olive oil spray. Great value. We do a lot of shopping at Walmart. And there's two sides to these frozen biscuits. You can tell the top from the bottom because the bottom is just a little flatter. So what I do, I spray the bottom of my pan real lightly, and then I'll spray each biscuit just a little bit to ensure that it doesn't stick. So you can see I've got 7 biscuits in there, and what I'm going to do is make 2 batches. It's really easy. All you have to do, pop that in there, hit the meat button, turn power on. Basically, well, that's the timer, sorry. So you time it for 11 minutes, and you hit the meat button. According to the back, you're supposed to bake them on 375. I do 400. And that's how that works. I'll show you in a minute how they do. And the beauty of this thing is that when it's done, you can check it. And if it's, and look at that. If they weren't done, I could pop it right back in and do it for a couple more minutes. But they look wonderful. That's the first batch. Let me make sure I'm getting this all in the shot here. Now, another thing we do here in the South is we got a wooden bowl and a bread towel. This towel is just for bread. And what you do, if you want to keep your bread warm and fresh, you put that towel in the bowl, and then I'm just going to take my knife and pop one of these up just to get started. Ow, it's hot, but I want to show you. Delicious. And we put it in the bread bowl. Anyways, you take your bread towel and fold it over. Tuck that bread in. It'll stay nice and warm for you. I'll set this to the side, and we're going to repeat the process because we have so many people. Okay, so the timer went off on the oven, so let's grab the bacon, and we're going to put it on the top rack. I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes, but that doesn't mean it's going to be done. I'm just going to check it in 10 minutes. So while we're waiting on the bacon to finish cooking, we're going to get some eggs. Look at there. Those look nice. Okay, so we got 5 adults, like I said, and I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 eggs here. Don't worry if that wasn't enough. I've got plenty more. I know I only have 3 chickens, but those things keep us in a great supply of eggs. So now what we're going to do is just crack these and put them in the bowl. I don't really ask who wants what kind of eggs. We just scramble eggs when we have a big breakfast. And I put a napkin right here, so I'll crack my eggs and drop it in the bowl. All right, let's check that bacon. It's getting there, but it's not quite done. Let's go 5 more minutes. Time to check the oven again. And look, fresh crispy bacon. No muss, no fuss. We're not done with the bacon yet because we're going to cook the eggs in it. So I'm going to take my pan here. And use that bacon grease. We're going to cook some eggs. Okay, so we got the bacon grease in there. Now it's time to add the eggs. So what I'm going to do here is take them and put them in a bowl. Okay, so last but not least, grits. Now these are instant grits. They're easy, and I do these last because they only take a minute to start. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Got some water boiling on the stove. Turn that off and get it. Instant grits. Gotta love them. You just pour some water in there, and you're going to stir it up to the consistency that you want. All right, there we go, folks. Little breakfast for everybody, and then we're going to hit the road and go to the Peter Anderson Festival. I'll take you there too. So there's all kinds of art down here. Of course, living on the coast, you're going to see a lot of sea life and things like that. Pretty amazing artists. And for the gardeners in the bunch, lots of woodwork and birdhouses. Now, I happen to love birdhouses, and whoever puts these together is real creative. Might end up with one of those, who knows. What kind of owl is this?
This is a barred owl. He's native to the state of Mississippi.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And then what kind of owl you have here?
And this is a red-faced screech owl.
Red-faced screech owl?
Screech owl, yes sir.
Wow. Those are so awesome. Just when you thought it was done, there's more, and there's more. This thing goes on for a long ways. I've been told there's about 1,500 vendors here. Some things just kind of stick out, and this is some really colorful, beautiful animal art this artist has done. Just really, really nice. Yeah. Just amazing details and beautiful color. And this is Loren's Fine Art. Here's a cool linen print of the state of Mississippi. And right down here, all the way at the bottom, is Ocean Springs. That's where I live. You're gonna knock it off my line. Also here, they have lots of local kid artists, child artists, selling their portraits. And they are very good. Oh, very good. So it's a big art town, you might say. Got some really cool pottery here. Cover your eyes if you're sensitive to dirty things. Nice little fountain there, huh? What do you think about that? She saw it, and she's spilling the water because of it. Now here what we have is repurposed old post office mailboxes. And they're just little safes where you can put your doodads and your whatnots. I see these every time I come here every year, and I just love them. This is a really cool kaleidoscope. Too cool, too cool. Of course, you wouldn't be in South Mississippi without some of the Blues Highway art. The B.B. King there. Really, really pretty. And we got some live entertainment here. Let's go check it out. That's really fun. Alright, it's time for the Polish dog and a corn dog. Well, there you go, folks. That's a day in the life of the Mississippi Gulf Coast Gardener. A good day, actually. It's a Saturday. None of us had to work. The in-laws are down to visit. The weather is perfect, so why not have a little fun, right? So what do? We cook breakfast. We enjoy that together as a family. We go to the Peter Anderson Festival. Had a blast doing that. And now we're in there eating some finger foods and watching some good college football. Go Dogs. Hey guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And I hope that you like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you'll be the first one to know when I put out a new video. With that said, as always, we wish you happy gardening. Take care.